everybody, it's Doreen and welcome back to my last video for 2014. Can you believe a year has gone by and it's now the end of the year? Well, it is for me as far as recording videos. So now in my last video for my 5 days of Christmas with Silhouette, I did say I was going to come back and do a sort of show and tell of some things that I made with my new embroidery machine that I bought this summer. And this is what she looks like. I haven't named it yet, but I'll probably have a name by next year. So I'm going to start off with a few cards that I made using the embroidery machine. So this is my first card, and as you can see, it's pretty blingy and sparkly. So this was all done with the embroidery machine. I did add the bling and the little stars here, but along here on the edge and the stars, the silver, is all from the embroidery machine. So this card measures 4 by 5.5. And then what I did was I went ahead and stamped a little sentiment in the inside with Happy Holidays, and I inked my edges with the, I believe it was Pacific Blue. Let me make sure. I'm sorry, Brilliant Blue Stampin' Up ink. And this is just some of the metallic cardstock that I purchased on my last haul. So I also went ahead and made a matching envelope to go with the card, and I stamped out Merry Christmas. So that's the first card I did with the embroidery machine. Now this machine, or these cards, are actually on a CD that is a digitized CD for making cards on your embroidery machine, and they actually come 5 by 7, but I went ahead and resized them because I didn't want them that large. At the end of the video I will show a picture of some that I did where I kept them the exact size that the file was that I purchased. So now for my next card, this is the next card, and I've gone ahead and it has some Christmas trees on it, and this again was done with the embroidery machine. And then I put a little embellishment, Happy Holidays, and then I added some bling on the front of the card. And then for my inside sentiment, I just stamped out Merry Christmas and signed it, my name and my husband's name. And then I also added a piece on this side to go with my matching envelope. And I did stamp out a sentiment on here, 'Tis the Season, but it didn't come out as clearly. If I hold it up, you'll be able to see it. So, and that was done with the Tim Holtz, I think it's called Festive Berry. So that's card number 2. And then for my next card, I went ahead and embroidered these little angels. I don't know if you'll be able to tell that that's what they are, but when you look at it in person you can see that it's angels. And I kind of put a bling at the top of the head to point out the head. And then I just added some little flowers here on the side with some stamens. And then I added an angel up here at the top. And then I took some of the cardstock. Oh, I'm sorry, I did put a little stamp or sticker in the front of the card. It says 'Tis the Season. Now this cardstock was actually from a DCWV paper pack, and I just went ahead and cut the card using that cardstock. And then for my inside sentiment, I just stamped out warm holiday wishes, and then I added some of the cardstock that I had left over from cutting the card. I just put that in the inside because, as you know, I don't like to waste paper, so I always find a way to use it. And then for my envelope, I just stamped out holiday greetings, and I stamped this using the Tim Holtz vintage photo. So that is that card. And then for my last card that I used the embroidery machine with, I just went ahead and embroidered this star, and then I added some bling in the center of each one of the little stars, and I added a little Christmas bulb on the side here, and then I added this embellishment, Merry Christmas. And this cardstock is also too from the DCWV pack. It's actually double-sided. So the other side has this on it, and I stamped out Happy Holidays, and I just took the theme of the Santa and the Merry Christmas and added that to the card. And then for my envelope, all my envelopes are pre-made or are made using the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board that I got from Skylar. And here is my envelope. And I didn't stamp anything on this envelope because I decided nothing would probably come through, and I wanted to keep the partridge, I'm sorry, on the envelope without putting anything on there. So that's it for the cards that I made using the embroidery machine. So I'm going to show you some other things that I've done using the embroidery machine. I've also gone ahead and last year I did a tutorial on how to do glitter bulb ornaments. And I'm going to show you a picture of one of the ones that I did last year. So I decided to take that theme again and make some glitter bulb ornaments. But this time I decided not to use the silhouette to add vinyl to the ornaments. I decided to use my embroidery machine. And I did make a box to put this in. And this is a silhouette online store file. And I'll put a link to the item number up here in the video and as well as down in the description bar. But for my envelope, I'm sorry, not my envelope, for my ornament, I went ahead and used the embroidery machine, and this is my ornament. All of this netting is done, or this lace is done with using the embroidery machine. And naturally, I had to go ahead and enhance it and bling it up. So I've added some of the mesh bling. I cut it up and added that along the sides here all the way around, and then I added some bling down here at the bottom, and then I went ahead and made these little charms on the end of each one of the panels. And then up here at the top I added some more of the mesh bling, and I just added a bow and then a little flower up here at the top. Now for the inside of the bulb, I did go ahead and glitter this using the Future floor polish, and I will put a link to one of the videos I think I did toward the end of the series that I did last year where I show how to do this. And this year I decided to use plastic bulbs. After breaking so many of the ornament bulbs last year, I decided I'm going to try plastic. That might work a little better for me. I did notice that with the plastic ones, it does take a lot to get the glitter to stick. It doesn't stick as well as the glass ones, but I still would rather use the plastic ones since I broke so many last year. And I broke quite a few after I had completed decorating them. So this year I decided to go with plastic, and I probably will do plastic from now on. So now I do have another one that I've done, and at the end of the video I'm going to show a couple of more that I did. I've already given them away, so I can't show them to you. But here's another one of the boxes that I've done using that same silhouette file. And I did have to enlarge this because this is actually a cupcake box, and I went ahead and took and made it a little larger so I could get my ornaments in. And I'll show you what it actually looks like in the inside. So the ornament sits down right inside this area right here. So now, the bulb that I made, this is my bulb, and this once again was done with the embroidery machine. And I'm going to just turn it around. So I went ahead, and all of this is just thread, and machine embroidery thread. And once I had it made, I added some of those Recollections flowers that I picked up at Michael's, and I kind of took some watercolor paints and some of the iridescent medium and mixed that together to give them a little shine. Now the camera may not pick this up, but they are gorgeous when you look at them in person. And then I've also added some more of the bling mesh right here and along here. And then I went ahead and took some of this rosebud trim that I picked up at Hobby Lobby and added that on the top. And then I added a couple more of the flowers and a bow. And then I've gone ahead and added a little bow on the bottom there. I'll turn that so you can see it. So this is my other ornament that I've made. And I didn't have enough time to make as many as I wanted this year due to my injury, but next year I'll be making a lot more of these and giving these away as Christmas gifts. Now I went ahead once again and used a plastic bulb, and I used some red glitter in the inside. And this glitter actually stuck a little better. I found that I'm having problems with the clear glitter. This is the one that I used to get this to stick inside the plastic bulbs. It worked fine with the glass ones. So that is my other ornament. And then the other thing that I've done with the embroidery machine, I gotta figure out what I did with it. Oh, I made this box, and I'm sorry, this is not with the embroidery machine. What's inside here was made with the embroidery machine, and I can't show it because a certain person is probably watching this video, and this is a gift for her. I just didn't get a chance to get it to her in time before I recorded this video. So I'm just gonna say, you know who you are, but I did make this box using the silhouette, and it is a Janie Crisp, or Crips. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I will put a link to the item number up here in the description, in the video, and down in the description bar. But I really like the way this came out. It's actually glitter cardstock, and it cut just perfect on the silhouette machine. And I didn't actually have a really sticky mat because I've been using the same mat all year. So I did have to take my brayer and rub really hard to get the paper cardstock to stick, but once I did that, it stuck on there fine, and it didn't shift, and it cut just perfectly. And as far as this paper actually cut like butter. I was just amazed at how well this cut. And it is a glitter paper, but it's not a real hard cardstock. So as you can see, it almost looks like paper, but it cuts really nice. And this is also a DCWV pack. And I'm going to go ahead and get that so you can see what it looks like. Okay, everybody, so I'm back with the cardstock. So this is the DCWV. It's called the Holiday Glitter, Glitzy Glitter Stack. And so I'm going to just real quickly go through. This is what the paper looks like, or cardstock looks like. Now, I bought this last year at the end of the year at Michael's, and I bought quite a few of them because I really like the way this cuts on the silhouette. And if you watch my ornament series last year, I did make some ornaments using this one right here. So that was the paper pack. So now the last thing that I want to show you that I made with the embroidery machine, I'm going to go ahead and show you this. This is a gift for Skylar, but I wanted you to see what it looked like. So I'm going to go ahead and show it, and there's going to be a little glare because I have this in a frame, but I went ahead and made this lady with the hat and her scarf, and then I just went ahead and embroidered out Skylar's room. This is for her to put in her craft room. So Skylar, you get to see at least one of the gifts that I'm sending you. And of course I used your favorite color, turquoise. So that's it, everybody. That's what I made with my new embroidery machine that I got this past summer. And this is the last video of 2014, and it is also when I will be taking my break. I'm going to not record any videos until March of next year. As you know, I always take a break at the end of the year and come back in the following year around March with new videos, cards, etc. I need to take a break because I need to work on some other things, and I don't have time to record videos as I'm working on them, and I kind of miss that I haven't been doing any beadwork and I haven't been knitting, so I want to get back into that. So I'm going to take some time off from recording and go ahead and do that. I want to thank everybody for watching my videos throughout the year and leaving me comments, and even for those who do a dislike on my video. That's okay. That's fine. I'm not asking everyone to like my videos. I do this because I like doing it, and I like sharing ideas and things that I work on that I think that someone else might be interested in working on. So I want to wish everybody a safe and happy holiday, and I'll see you again in March of 2015. Can you believe it? It'll be 2015. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.